it takes far more time to sand and polish than it does to actually turn something. I'm not going to bore you with all that, so let's see some dancing pandas. Hey, welcome back to my channel. It's Wendy here from Toonpish Crafts, and I hope you're doing okay. Now, I don't know if you know, but I do actually love turning. I have a lathe and I absolutely love turning it, and I don't do enough of it. Now, it did occur to me that last year I hardly did any, and I need to get back out there. So I needed a project. Well, over the last few years, I've had a lot of leftover resin. I've been pouring it into like larger resin moulds. And with the layers, lots of different colours in lots of pieces that now need to do something. I have used them to make resin eggs. I've turned some resin eggs. You may have seen those in previous videos. But I want to make something larger. So hopefully in this video, you'll see me make something with these leftover bits of resin and turn something at the end. And I hope you enjoy watching. There is something important I just want to say. I'm not a professional wood turner. Please don't learn from me. There are plenty of professional wood turners out there that are willing to teach you on videos, and one of them is the Tiny Turner. So these are the pieces I was referring to. They are all made from leftover resin, and I have loads. I took them to the garage, I cut them into quarters, and now they're roughly the right height for the mould that I'm using. I'm not going to use a fancy mould today. This is a 14-inch silicone cake mould. I bought a pair of them on Amazon. The resin I'm using is Lathe Resin Deep Pour Epoxy, and a 10% discount code for that is in the description box below. And I'm using Lathe Resin Mixer that mixes in 40 seconds. I'm going to add a little bit of colour. I'm going to add some purple resin dye. This is translucent colour. I just want to give the resin a little tint because it's going to have lots of colour in it anyway, and I don't want clear around those pieces. I thought a coloured resin would work so much better. Now, with any mixer, even that vigorous 40-second mixer, you still need to scrape the bottom and the sides after mixing. And as I've added the colour, now is the perfect time. When I'm happy that it's all mixed, I'm going to pour this full cup of resin into my 14-inch diameter mould with all the pieces. And it isn't quite enough, so I do end up making another 300ml. Now, this is deep pour epoxy. It doesn't cure in 24 hours. It's more like 48 to 72 hours, depending on how thick it is. The thicker the piece you're making, the quicker it will cure. And although this is a deep mould, there's lots of pieces in here, so the resin itself isn't very thick. Now, I actually used the cured piece in another project, so you're not going to see me demould this. But I demoulded it, I glued on a waste block and put it on my lathe. I stuck the waste block on with 5-minute epoxy glue. As long as you score up the wood and the resin, it'll stick and it's not going anywhere. And then I started to turn. Now, it has been quite some time since I've turned resin, and I really do need to get back into the swing of it. Resin needs a negative rake tool, so I use negative rake carbides. I have a rougher and a finisher, and I alternate between the two depending on what I'm doing and what I'm using it for. I'm not going to give you instructions throughout this video. I would just like you to see how it's made, and I'll come back in towards the end. Although I'm a slow turner, the majority of creating anything like this is sanding and polishing. It takes far more time to sand and polish than it does to actually turn something. I'm not going to bore you with all that, so let's see some dancing pandas. Once I'd sanded the outside as much as I needed to, I then turned it round, connected it to the lathe the other side, i.e. the bottom, and now I had to take off the waste block and carve out the inside of the bowl. For those astute turners out there, yes, I had a warning signal on my lathe every time I turned it off or turned it down. I have since cleaned it inside and it works beautifully. I wanted to get this turned. At the time, I just dealt with it. Once I was completely happy with how deep it was, the size, the shape, everything, I then sanded it. I sanded it up to 1500. I then took it outside and wet sanded it until I was completely happy it was pretty much scratch free, and then I put it on my 3-tier buffing system. Again, you don't want to see all that. Let's see some dancing pandas. Now I've got to be honest, it did take me a long time, but boy, I am so glad I put in the effort. I engraved a disc of metal with my logo and put it in the centre of the base of this bowl. Secured it in with resin. I put rather large chunky rubber feet on the bottom, and I am over the moon with this piece. I think it looks absolutely beautiful. All those offcuts were doing nothing, and they are now in a gorgeous piece of resin art, and I love it. And I hope you've enjoyed watching this too. If you do want to learn turning, I do recommend the Tiny Turner. She is an amazing turner and an excellent teacher, and I'll put her channel link in the description box below. I hope you've enjoyed this video. It's a little different for me, but I think I got this one right. Come back and see me next week, because you never know what I'm going to be up to. I never know what I'm going to be up to. Have a great week. Happy crafting, and bye for now.